Camo Dave weather, Camo Dave weather, Camo Dave news and weather right here on the Camo Dave channel. Every now and then we get reports of RVs getting thrown around by high winds and tornadoes. One thing you want to be real careful, especially this spring, because I think it's going to be a rough spring in terms of heavy weather fronts, tornadic activity and stuff like that in the Midwest, especially probably down into the deep South. The place not to be is in an RV, a van, but especially an RV because they're higher profile, especially bigger ones. They can be pretty scary during big storms, especially tornadic thunderstorms and all those winds you get in the summertime or the springtime especially. I have a feeling, with the weather this year, it's going to be a bad tornado season at places like Texas, Kansas, Alabama, Missouri, stuff like that. Anyway, we got this report in from some TV stations there in just in the Amarillo, Texas area, which was a couple days ago on March the 13th. A number of tornadoes came through the area and really smashed up some RVs pretty nasty. Severe storms moved through the Randall area. Canyon is just south of Amarillo, Texas there. And we had a huge line of storms coming through there. That was a couple days ago. Yeah, that was the 13th, which was Saturday. And did some nasty damage, high winds. It was extensive damage in what was called the Palo Duro zip line area. The Randall County Sheriff's Texas office reports no injuries, which is good news. But several families were camping at the site at the time of the storm, according to the police office there. The owner of the Palo Duro zipline said most of the families took shelter in Palo Duro Canyon storm shelter. So they are prepared. They do have, that is a tornado area. Anyway, so the images of that, the images, there are other pictures here. I'm only going to show this one here because it's the one featured on the website, but that's from the Randall County Sheriff's Office. So some nasty stuff going on there. So you be careful. Okay, we'll show one more here. Yeah, we'll show a couple. Well, what the heck? They're from the Randall County Sheriff's Office. Some nasty stuff. Look at that. Wow. Pretty bad, huh? Pretty darn bad. All right, so luckily, amazingly, there were no injuries. Now again, if you're in an RV, major thunderstorms are coming, you really need to find some place that's shelter. Now, some of these campgrounds out there in the Midwest, they do have storm shelters, concrete buildings, where you can take cover. Yeah. I remember Creativity Robin there. She was in a big windstorm there, I think in New Mexico last year, and it was scary. It was really scary, and she did find a restroom facility that was cinder block, hunker down building where she could go and stay there. But she was actually she was afraid her vehicle would at least get tipped over, and that was really scary. So be aware, watch the weather. Another thing that's very interesting too is if you keep an eye on the weather, like look at whatever forecast, even with a tornadic activity, take your vehicle to some place that would be safer, okay? Again, we can debate what a safer place would be, but usually with a tornado, usually with thunder, usually with a tornado, even though a tornado can pop up real fast and be scary and deadly, usually you will get warning a day or two in advance that there's going to be a tornado warning in your area or tornado outbreaks in your area or big thunderstorms in your area. Those, they'll usually say tomorrow there'll be a big, major thunderstorm alert for your area, whatever. So pay attention to the weather forecasts like that. And if you're in an area where there's going to be a high thunderstorm area, maybe it might be wise to get in your RV and move somewhere else, because you know what? They are mobile. This is also a very good place here. I just typed in current thunderstorm warnings and this came up. NOAA, the National Oceanic, what is it? Anyway, it's weather, Aeronautical Administration, whatever that's called. They give you a warning map here. And look here, you know, that area around Amarillo is probably coming up pretty soon for another warning here, and especially down there in southern New Mexico and western Texas. We do have some nasty warnings there. Tornado watch, tornado warnings, winter storm watches, all that stuff is up here. So this is a good site to pay attention to. This is for today, March the 16th. Also a very good channel if you want to check the YouTube. There are a whole bunch of weather channels on YouTube. Just, you know, Google, search. I like this guy named Direct Weather. He's in Virginia Beach, Virginia. But he is pretty good. Massive tornado outbreak coming. He's going to do a live stream for the 17th. They're very worried about Texas right now. This was what he posted yesterday. A tornado outbreak again. Yeah, Texas actually. Well, Texas today, and then this is moving to the east, and yeah, Alabama, Georgia, parts of Mississippi. A good chunk of the south there, maybe even parts of up to North Carolina and into Arkansas, and anyway, northern Florida for sure. So again, this warm Gulf air is hitting the cold air. That's typical for this time of the year, and it looks like to be a rather busy tornado season. And that means you folks there, especially in the south, Texas, Florida, northern Florida especially, they say Alabama is one of the big states now for tornadoes. Big, it's like, as bad as Kansas is. So anyway, yeah, so this is for later this week. You be careful, and again, that means if you get a tornado warning or a tornado possibility or heavy thunderstorm possibilities with heavy winds, yeah, again, you don't even need a tornado. Just a big heavy wind gust can do some real damage to an RV. What you want to do is get out of there, or at least get to a place that you think will be safer, away from, I don't know, again, I'm not an expert in it, but I would say get somewhere where there's at least some shelter. And again, worry more about yourself than your vehicle, okay? You want to stay safe. That vehicle can always be replaced. You can't. So you want to get find a place somewhere where there is shelter. That, and that's hard sometimes to find if you're out on the road. Where is there a good place to take shelter if there's a tornado or something? They often will sometimes say park in an underpass. If there's a big reinforced underpass, park there. At worst comes to worst, pull over and then just climb down into a gully or a ditch or something. So if there's a tornado, and the debris, you're at least safe from that, or at least safer from that. I don't know, man. It's scary. It's going to be a scary spring, I think, for tornadoes and stuff like that. Check out Direct Weather. There's a lot of YouTube weather channels out there. Some are better than others. There's always the NOAA service. You can always go to the Weather Channel and some of the commercial TV channel type services, but looks like it's going to be a nasty one this year. All right, everybody. That's it for this morning's show. It is the 16th of March, 2021. You take care. You stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later, Vlog Under.